Vinny Milkus Outdoors. I'm just doing a quick video. We got some news in the bass fishing world that I guess means something to me, and that is the iconic Western tournament, the one Bass U.S. Open, is being moved for the first time that I don't even think it's ever not been on Lake Mead, but it's being moved from Lake Mead to Lake Mojave. And I've never been on Lake Mojave. I've been on Havasu and Mead, excuse me, but I've never been there. I just know the stories. I've heard, talked to people, seen pictures. Beautiful lake, big fish, big smallmouth, and looks like a pretty decent largemouth fishery as well. The thing is, Lake Mead, I think that now, well, this last U.S. Open was just the launching conditions sucked, even at Calvo Bay, even though they put a new ramp. I know I jacked my boat up a little bit, trying to get back on a trailer, waiting for hours, up to a couple hours to get to load back up, and then you got to drive into town. I mean, it was stupid. It was really stupid. And then now the water level's even lower. So I know they were talking about moving to a different area to launch, but I think even that's out of the water. I think there's one ramp that you can actually launch out at Mead. But anyway, so they're moving it to Mojave. They're in I'm trying to make it. I'm going to try to make it. I got to look at the gas, fuel prices and all this other jazz, and see if I can and schedule. Because what I've heard about Mojave, this is and what I've seen early in the year, this is going to be probably the biggest weights in open ever, and it's because the fishery, I think, being a lake that has more stable water, Mojave, and you look at like Havasu. I think it's just going to be it's a better fishery in general. But the other thing is you're going to have that's going to be, I guess, on the detriment is that you're going to have more compressed fishery, because you're talking about 200 something boats on a massive body of water. Even when it's down Lake Mead, you can get away from people, you can do your own thing, and you still have a legitimate shot at winning this. This is going to be, I think this lake is 26,000 acres, 26.5. So it's going to be, there's going to be areas I'd imagine that are going to have people. You're going to see a lot more people if you're an angler around yourself. It's not going to be as easy to get away from people. It is a long body of water, so you could make runs way up north, or you could stick to the south. So there should be still it should be a large enough reservoir to spread the field out a little bit. But it's going to be different. It's going to be real different, and I look forward to it. As like I said, I've never been in Mojave. I've only seen pictures, and it looks like a tremendous fishery. And I think I'm predicting this is going to be the largest weights for a U.S. Open. And it's hard to compare because they're two different fisheries. But from what I've seen coming out of Mojave, the smallmouth fishery. It's a smallmouth fishery that's just it's amazing, and there's some big largemouth in there as well. Um, what seen and what I've heard is the facilities are pretty awesome there too. Um, so it will be interesting. I look forward to it. I think if I'm not mistaken, in past U.S. Opens, you could just fish there, and then they have official practice. Well, now they're having an off limits, and then they go into like a stretch where the lake is open, but it's not an official practice. So you can actually take people out now. I think that was one of the things, is like if you have somebody that I don't know, that just wants to go fishing or whatever, and you can actually take them out, and then there's all the media days off, and then you have the October 10th to the 12th is going to be competition days, which should be pretty good weather. It's usually kind of hot, but not too hot down in that area of the country, which that's another thing I like. It's hot enough that it makes it uncomfortable to make the tournament a little tough, but at the same time, it's cool enough that you can stand it, and you get those fish kind of moving up. And if you have some big smallmouth, largemouth that are starting to move up, that should be good. And in my opinion, in areas of Mojave, you're going to have cooler water because you're getting water from the dam there, and it's going through canyon. So to me, up north, you might have cooler water. That's just me speculating. That could be pretty good. And then I don't know. I don't know where people have fished to win tournaments on this thing, but from what I've seen, there's a lot of guys that throw hair jigs and some other things, super clear water. Um, but it'll be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm going to try to make it out there, but But anyway, I will keep you abreast if I hear anything else. I just wanted to put a video out about this because it is one of the funnest tournaments to do if you're not even if you're not a professional angler and want to get out there and compete and win some big money or meet some of the best pros in the country. This is it. This is a great tournament to get into, and Billy Eaglin does such a great job of putting these tournaments on for one bass. Anyway, like, subscribe, peace.